for this Week 11 matchup.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. Week 11 here in the NFL as we join you from Sun Life Stadium. Hello, friends. Jim Nance along with Bill Simmons. Partner, good to be with you today.
Yeah, good to be with you too, Jim. It's going to be a fun game to watch. Why? Because we have two teams that are desperate for a win, and desperation is awesome. Here's why. Because you have players that are going to play to the edge, and you have coaches who are going to be willing to take chances. When you put those two things together, man, you get a great game.
Butler's going to be deep here for the opening kick. And Randy Bullock looks set now to kick it away. This game is underway. Butler's going to run this one out. And he's met head on right there at the 20. Romo's heading out now for his first series. What a season he's enjoyed. Again in the top 10 in the league when it comes to quarterback rating.
Tony Romo, probably one of the top 5 quarterbacks when it comes to movement in the pocket. He moves around and slides to find that extra time to throw the football. Then he's deadly with that arm. Now he's going to change the play. And look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Romo to Bryant.
This is one of those guys, when you talk about receivers, no matter what, he is always open. If the coverage is tight, don't worry. Throw it out there. He'll make a play.
First down at the 20. Romo to Witten. Witten's met at the 16. And now we'll look at the Cowboys offense. There they are. Top 5 when it comes to throwing the football in the NFL this season. Romo stepping back into the shotgun. Jason Witten with the grab. And here's the Dolphins defense. This is a ball-hawking unit that a week ago came up with 4 takeaways. The Cowboys now facing third down. A week ago, they were up to the challenge in these spots. Third down and 3. Fowler's got the first as he's brought down.
Nice job that time by the offense getting the first down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm, because you got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
So first and goal to go. They'll run it off the toss. And that'll be a gain of about 2.
Well, I know it's a short run that time by the offense, but it's what it's going to do for you long term. Keep running that football. Try to wear the defense down.
Second and goal from the 6. He's hit as he throws it.
Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's third and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action.
Stepping up to the line at the 6-yard line. Third and goal at the 6. Look, touchdown, marching right down the field for an opening score. And with that touchdown, they've grabbed the lead here early in the first.
Boy, it's always nice to jump out to lead in a football game. It just takes pressure off of you. And what it does, it puts the pressure on the other team. A good spot after scoring that touchdown.
Romo's going to watch his defense come out here in a moment. He was good for over 70 passing yards on that last touchdown drive. It out to about the 27 before he's taken down. Tannehill's, of course, going to be the man at quarterback today. Now an experienced quarterback with 4 years under his belt.
I think when you talk about Ryan Tannehill, there's not one thing that jumps out at you that is great, but he does a lot of things really good. Throws the football with accuracy, has decent arm strength, and also can move around pretty well.
First down at the 27. They bring him down at the 29-yard line. As we take a look at the offense for the first time today, they're coming off a big performance, putting up plenty of points last week, looking to replicate that performance today. It's an empty backfield for Tannehill this time. The Dolphins have it at the 29. Cameron had it, but couldn't hold on as this goes incomplete. And here's the Cowboys. Defense stacks up. It is a group that has forced so many turnovers. The team overall is 4th in the league in turnover differential. The Dolphins will look to get to the 37 to pick up a first down. The Dolphins have it at the 29. Looking at every option. Stacy makes the catch. If this last sequence is any indication, this defense is going to give that quarterback fits as this game goes along.
It was a good series for the defense, no question about it. They learned a lot there. Let's see if they can do it and do it more as the game goes along.
And not a favorable bounce this time as it's headed to the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last drive actually ended in a touchdown, Phil. We'll see if they still have it in them to issue a repeat performance.
Well, what you saw in that last drive was everything just came together perfectly for them. The experience of the football team, the talent of the players, and the coaches helped them out and they got it done.
And intercepted!
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Dolphins offense is on the field, hoping to erase the memory of their last drive, which was completely unproductive, a quick 3 and out.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if they can erase this defense. This defense is pretty good. We saw that in the last drive. They got good players, and they're pretty excited, so this is going to be tough on the offense.
The Dolphins have it at the 29. And Stacy stopped there.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
The Dolphins take it from the 23. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Stacy's looking for a place to run the football that time to pick up the 3rd down and short, but nowhere to go. Offensive line gets dominated. Now it's 4th down.
The kick is good. As we edge closer to the second quarter, they edge a little closer on the scoreboard with the successful kick.
Yeah, that was good for the team. It was a big confidence boost, and now they know they can do it on the offensive side, and now it's up to the defense to keep this thing going.
The Cowboys offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Tony Romo connects with Des Bryant. That's his 3rd catch of the day.
Well, he's got talent. This receiver can make the catches when you throw it his way. And I think his talent, the way offenses are designed, and the rules of the NFL, it makes guys like him almost unstoppable.
The Cowboys from the 37. Bryant's got it on a pass, had some heat on it. Can you believe how steady and reliable this guy is?
He is. What's the phrase for it? He is money, Jim Nantz. Man, he pays off every single time. You throw the football near him, he'll make the catch.
From the gun, Romo. And it's caught by LaShawn McCoy.
When you talk about throwing the football into open space, that's almost always against zone defenses. That's what we saw that time. Good job by the quarterback throwing it in there.
The Cowboys have it at the 44. Tony Romo hits Jason Witten with that pass.
Well, if you guard the tight end close, sometimes that doesn't matter. They're so big and they got long arms, they can still make the catch. Quarterbacks give them a chance, they get it done.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. McCoy has the catch.
Well, I think we're seeing something we see with so many teams now in the NFL. Running backs who can do it all. This guy can run, block, and he can catch short passes and make long gains after it. Nice job.
Romo's completion percentage, 80% on the day. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. McCoy has the grab. Gains 11.
Good job that time by the offense. They pick up a first down inside the 20-yard line. Now we'll see if they can punch it in and get 7 points.
Romo's completed his last 6 passes. Ready to make the stop on the goal line. Loading up that defensive front. Dallas in the end zone. McCoy's 5th rushing touchdown of the season. Just underway here in the second, and it looks like they're going to stay aggressive in this quarter if that touchdown is any indication.
Hard to believe it. Here we are early in the second, and we already got a lead that just got increased. I give the offense credit, but somewhere along the line, the defense of the opponents has to step up and just be tougher.
That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20. The Dolphins stepping back onto the field to get this next drive underway. Their previous possession was a field goal.
Yeah, I think they feel good about that field goal. They made some good plays, and they got down there, and they moved the football, and they got in position where they could kick the field goal. Now you take the knowledge that you gained from that last drive, use it, and try to go down there now and score a touchdown.
They've got to be wondering, though, can they finish off a drive today? The Dolphins come to the line with a bunch set. 2nd and 11. Wants to go deep. On target. Ryan Tannehill can throw the football, as we saw with the deep pass.
Yeah, he has beautiful rhythm, Jim. I think that's what's going to give him a chance to have great success in the NFL, that he makes it look easy. He's a good 6'4", strong young man, and that was a nice throw. Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
Dagger! 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 556!
Ryan Tannehill will take it from the gun. Looking long. Intercepted. And he's brought to the ground.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just ran the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Cowboys offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. A solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, what a productive day so far for the offense. They're mixing it up well. They got confidence. The quarterback's throwing it well. This is a very good game so far. You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
Romo's now completed his last 7 passes.
Dez Bryant plays so hard. If he can just find a way to stay healthy, he's going to put up great numbers.
3rd and 5 coming up. The Cowboys will look to get to the 21 to extend the drive and pick up a first. The Cowboys believe they can pick up the first in this short yardage situation and keep the offense on the field. Fowler's taking the handoff. And he's going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line. The Dolphins might have been caught off guard there on that 4th down play.
Well, why? Why would you be caught off guard in a situation like this? You always have to be ready on the defensive side. That time they were not.
Get ready!
The Cowboys snap it at the 31. Dez Bryant on the receiving end. Bryant's brought down but has the first. The catches have come in bunches for this wide receiver, Phil.
Good job by this wide out today. He is finding a way to catch the football, but let's also give credit to the offensive line for pass protection and the coaching staff. They have done a tremendous job of coming up with different plays to find different ways for him to catch the football.
The Cowboys have it at the 44. A gain of about 5.
McCoy's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on 1st down. Romo's going to take it from the gun. Romo's running away from the pressure. And he just tosses it incomplete.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit that time. As the quarterback broke the pocket, the defensive backs did a good job staying with the receivers. Nobody's open. The quarterback has no opportunity except to throw the football away.
3rd and 6 coming up. The Dolphins defense now is going to go nickel. Tony Romo is going to take it from the shotgun. And the pass is thrown away. The Cowboys elect to go for it and bypass the punt on 4th down. The Cowboys get set at the line and need to get to the 46 for a first. And it's caught by LaShawn McCoy. The Cowboys roll the dice and pick up the first on 4th down.
Yeah, I like that analogy. Roll the dice. Sometimes you got to take a chance and hope it comes up 7. Well, I don't know about the 7, but they pick up the first down.
The Cowboys will take the snap from the 35. Nowhere to go as this will be a loss of 3.
The Dolphins defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's good stuff.
Halftime, 2 minutes away. First half winding down as we return from the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 13. Catch made by Bryant. That's a gain of 8.
The Cowboys, that time, they can't get big yards, but the throw and catch picks up a few, and his 3rd down's much easier with this situation.
What a drive this has been. The Cowboys will take the snap from the 30. McFadden on the receiving end. And they are in on McFadden.
That's a really good throw and catch, and they get the first down, Jim. That's what you want to do. Pick up that first down. Now you give your offense 3 more opportunities.
Romo's completion percentage, 80% on the day. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. And Jones in on the tackle.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
2nd and 4. Witten's got the catch and the first. That's 5 receptions on the day.
First down by the offense in the red zone, and, you know, if you're on the defensive side, you don't have to worry about deep passes anymore. You can be more aggressive and take some chances.
Romo's now completed 4 in a row. This long drive continues. The Dolphins with a nickel look here on defense. McCoy's going to take the handoff now. The Cowboys signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. This will be the 15th play of the drive. 2nd and goal at the 2. Very nearly intercepted.
Jim, I love these situations. 3rd and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football, they're going to go with a pass, and if it is a pass, I will look for something quick. When you start out in bad field position, it's up to the coach to get you out of it. What a job by the coordinator. They have marched down the field. Now they're inside the red zone. Let's see if they can score.
3rd and goal from the 2. 6. for the Cowboys. That's the 75th touchdown catch of his career. We're approaching halftime, and with that touchdown, they have a little extra breathing room before the break.
Oh, man, they're inhaling big time, and they love the way they feel right now where they're at in this football game. On the defensive side, listen, you got some information. You saw what they're doing on the other side, so make some adjustments and find a way to get back in and get a way to win this game.
And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20. Tannehill's not really performed any of his usual heroics to this point. Phil, maybe we'll see something on this drive as he trots back out there.
Yeah, I think what's going to have to happen here, give him some plays that are easy so he can get some completions, get some confidence, and that will carry over to making big plays to get him some scores and maybe find a way to win this game.
First down here after the run. Ready for intermission. First, one more play. Stands in the pocket. And it's incomplete. A good first half of action here, and soon we'll be sending you to Orlando and to our host, Larry Ridley. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And a touchback. The Dolphins offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
Tannehill gives it up. Picks up 8 here. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line. The defensive line, they're all shifting to the right. I think they're expecting a run over there.
The Dolphins take it from the 28. Browns able to read that play and make the hit.
Tannehill's trying to read this option play. Does he keep the football or pitch it? He keeps it. Boy, wrong decision. And the defense all over him as they tackle him behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 5. Scanning the field. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands.
My gosh, the wide receivers in the NFL, it's incredible. It's not that you have one. Every team has 2 and 3, and some have 4. Good job that time by him hauling in that pass.
First down at the 49. It's Lee who surges in to make the tackle.
Tannehill's got a lot to think of here in a split second. Does he keep the football? Does he pitch it? Does he cut back? Well, there's nothing to do that time. The defense is alert, and they tackle him for a loss of yards.
Tannehill's lined up. 2 tight ends set. 2nd and long. Picks up about 2.
3rd long situations. A lot of coordinators in this league will run a draw play on 3rd long. Why? Because they're just looking for field position, pick up a few yards, and then by some miracle, if the running back's able to make guys miss, break some tackles, and pick up a first down, man, that's just great.
Surveys. Zach Stacy with the grab. And Stacy stopped there.
When you can throw the football that high, that accurate, and man, it is beautiful. Right on the target. Nice catch. What a play. Good job by the offense getting in the red zone. Now you're down some points. You got to find a way to score a touchdown.
Now 1st and 10. They'll run it here. And there's only 2 yards to be found right there.
Stacy's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back. When there's nowhere to go, hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8.
You see the linebackers moving? What they're trying to do is confuse the quarterback.
Up the gut here. That hit by Sean Lee.
The Dolphins have really been dominant today on the offensive side. In the red zone now, they just take the football and they run it right at the defense and pick up solid yards.
It's third down coming up. Tannehill from the gun. Reaches out and grabs it.
Jim, the defense gives up the first down that time inside the red zone. But there's only so many things the offense can do. Let's see if they can hold them.
Tannehill's completion percentage, 60% on the day. That defensive front looks impenetrable here on the goal line. Runs it across for the touchdown.
Oh, you just love it as a quarterback. You get down in there and it's first and goal and you score. Now you don't have to sweat the fact that, man, what are we going to do if it gets to third down? You don't have to worry about it. Good run, nice touchdown.
Tannehill certainly given his team some momentum with that scoring drive. He just put together a possession where he threw for more than 60 yards. Butler's got it. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Dolphins defense comes back onto the field. Did not look so good that last series, giving up the touchdown.
Oh, you know the coaches are upset. My gosh, they ran some of the most elementary defenses that you can run, and they had mistakes by the defensive players. So they coached them up on the sidelines. We'll see if we see different results.
A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. The Cowboys have a wideout who is in the midst of a hot streak. Bryant's played a role here for this team as a #1 option, and he deserves it, Phil.
I think there's a big reason why we're seeing him play so well. Jim, I had a chance to talk to him, and he says physically he feels great. It shows he is playing great.
He's brought to a halt. The Cowboys have one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL, and it shows. Romo's coming up with big numbers back-to-back weeks.
Well, I think he knows this offense is all about him. The play designs are there for him. The offensive line, they built it to protect him. And boy, he doesn't disappoint, does he, Jim? He can put up some numbers.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. McCoy has the catch. Third and goal. It's intercepted.
Wonderful job by the defense that time. They stayed after it. And inside their own 20, they finally come up with a play. They get the interception, and they keep the other team from getting points on the board.
The Dolphins coming back onto the field on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it.
Listen, momentum is on their side. When you have that going for you, keep the defense guessing at what you're going to do. So I think it's very important to stay aggressive in this situation.
Second down and in a very precarious spot. The Dolphins step up to the line, employing now their jumbo package. And he'll hand it off to the fullback. Third down and must be extremely careful with the football. Double tight end formation. 3rd and 8. The tackle is made, and that's a 3-and-out series for the offense.
The Dolphins know what a situation they were in right there, and it was a tough one. 3rd and long, what are you going to do? Well, they decide to run the football, and I agree with that. If you try to throw it down the field, it probably was going to lead to a mistake.
Bryant's got it at the 23. Brought down at the 26. Welcome back. Fourth quarter about to start. The Cowboys have to still be thinking about that last possession. They were actually moving down the field. And then, of course, the untimely interception ended things.
Yeah, the defense, look, they got good players. And, you know, you give them enough chances, they're finally going to make the play. You have to be careful with the football. The offense was not, and that's why it resulted in an interception.
What do you think they're talking about in that huddle after that drive-killing interception?
They're probably telling the quarterback, if you do that again, we're going to kick you out. I don't know, but they got to play better.
Romo stepping back into the shotgun. Bryant's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, the quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion. Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
What a hit, and the ball falls incomplete.
That's interesting. As you watch the receiver trying to make that catch, he knew the defender was close, so he didn't put all of his heart into it. The defender made a nice hit and knocks the football out to the ground.
Looking across the middle. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Good job that time by the quarterback. You got a lead in the fourth quarter. Don't take chances. Nobody open down the field, so he throws it short, and he gets a completion.
The Cowboys will look to get to the 45 to pick up a first down. 3rd and 4. Romo connects with Williams. There's the offense picking up another first down on 3rd down. That's his first reception today.
You know, when you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a first down. Now you can do anything you want on the offensive side, and you got that defense guessing. The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
Touchdown, Cowboys. McCoy's 5th touchdown reception of the year. That touchdown may have given them all the points they need to put this game away, partner.
Well, they've controlled it almost from start to finish, Jim, so that drive was impressive. Now let's see if their defense can just finish it off. If I had to guess, I like their chances.
The Cowboys getting ready for the kickoff. Martin steps up for the return. And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. The Cowboys defense forced the 3 and out the last series.
You know what they did? They went out there and whooped the offense. You know what I mean by whoop? That means you just dominate, and they did it.
From the gun, Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Just can't hold on that time.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, they can make a big play.
Second down and 10. 2 hands on the football and has the catch. Gains 19. 3rd catch today so far.
Well, that time it's a short pass to the receiver, and I give him all the credit. He takes a short pass and turns it into a long gain. He has the move to get it done, and he did that time.
1st and 10. Over to Cameron.
Nice job that time by the tight end. Makes the catch, and you got to look out for him now in the NFL. Remember, they're usually the closest receiver to the quarterback, quarterback gets in trouble, he's going to look for the tight end.
Tannehill's completion percentage, 60% on the day. They go screen with Stacy. That's a gain of 6.
The Dolphins offensive coordinator does a good job that time calling the pass. Down here in the red zone, caught the defense off guard. They got the completion for a good gain.
Blue 10. Blue 10.
Handoff made. Picked up a couple that time. The Cowboys lead, and all you have to do is look at the turnover ratio, and that tells the story, Phil.
It sure does. And listen, everybody calls them turnovers, but let's look at this game here. I call it takeaways. They are taking the football away from the offense. What a job by the defense. Oh, look at that. The defensive line shifted over to the left.
Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. It's DeQuell Jackson who makes the tackle. The Cowboys lead right now, and you look at how they played against the run today, and you have to see that this is a big factor. Why, Phil?
Yeah, they've done everything right to stop the running game, Jim. What have they done? They've shown a lot of toughness. They have good speed on the defensive side. They're aggressive, but most of all, they've shown tremendous discipline. The Dolphins go for it on 4th down, and they do not get it done. Now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
The Cowboys now ready to take over again on offense. They were successful on their previous drive, getting the ball all the way to the end zone. I'm sure they're looking for more of the same right now.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you always want. You want to find your way to the end zone, and so many people contributed on that last drive, and you've got to give the coaches a lot of credit for putting the players in excellent position.
The Cowboys have created chances for themselves in the passing attack today. Romo's done everything he can to keep his team on top.
He has been so efficient here today. Very smart, making decisions. And when you put those two things together, that's why your football team is winning.
Witten's shifted out wide to the left as a receiver. From the gun, Romo. Knocked down as he fires it.
I'll say this, in a situation like this, 3rd and long, when you're winning here, if you throw the football, fire the coach. And I'm just saying that because I don't think there's any chance they're going to throw the football in this situation.
The Cowboys will take the snap from the 25. Williams had it, but couldn't hold on as this goes incomplete.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
Offense back on the field here for this 4th and 10 play. The Dolphins defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Romo's got it in the gun. The Cowboys turn the ball over on downs.
The Cowboys decided to go for it on 4th down that time, and hey, it didn't pay off. And of course, the coach, look at him now. He is second-guessing his decision.
The Dolphins retaking the field with their offense in a game that hasn't been very pretty here of late. Turnovers by both teams on the last 2 possessions.
Well, define the word pretty. I think if you ask the defensive teams, hey, they love this game. It's beautiful. So far the takeaways about the defense, that's the story.
Back now in this one, and time is running out here in the 4th quarter. Tannehill's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Has Cameron. And it's Rolando McClain who makes the stop. Holding on to the timeout. They'll rush back to the line. 1st and goal from the 7. Probably should have had that one, but it goes incomplete.
Stacy's going to go back to the huddle and look at all of his teammates and go, my bad. Well, they know it's your bad. Everybody, even the offensive linemen, they saw you were open and you dropped the pass that was right to you. But, hey, that's the way it goes. You know, you got to keep the confidence up. I think he will, and I'm sure the football will find its way towards him again soon.
That's his 3rd catch of the day. Timeout won't be used here. They'll go to the hurry. 3rd and goal to go from the 2. Pass pass is intercepted. It'll be a touchback. What a horrible time to throw the interception. But hats off to the defense here, Phil. They come up with the stop, the play, the takeaway at just the right time.
Yeah, listen, I give the defense all the credit in a situation like this. They took advantage of a quarterback who they knew was going to have to take a chance, and they were ready to pounce on it.
The Cowboys get a first down.
Good job by the offense here with a good lead in the second half, picking up that first down, and that's what you want to do. Take your time, look at the play clock, take it down as low as you can, and keep picking up those first downs.
Tony Romo is going to take it from the shotgun. And they deck the quarterback.
That's a bad job by the offense that time. There's no doubt about it. The blitz by the defense, they do not do a good job of finding out where everybody's blitzing from. They let a guy come free, and that free blitzer, or as we call them, free runners, he gets the hit on the QB and takes him down.
On the way, third down. The Dolphins lined up in the nickel. Romo standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Witten's got it on a pass that had some heat. The Cowboys signal for the timeout, and that's the first one they've used. Ball spotted at the 49-yard line. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Dropped it.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
Moving it to the other side of the field at the 49. Second and 10. Bryant's going to pull in the bullet pass. The Cowboys, one timeout remaining. First down on the way. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Romo's back in shotgun formation. And it's batted down.
Well, you want to put all the pressure on the quarterback to make really good throws down the field, play tight man-to-man coverage. It takes perfect throws to get completions. Not there that time.
Witten set now, split out wide to the left. The Cowboys have it at the 24. Intercepted! He's brought down. No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. At least this defense is going to have one positive to look back on from this game with the late interception.
That's how it should always be, man. Just go out there and do your best. That's all you can expect to do. Sometimes you do play sports. The other team is better. They were better than you today, but you showed them you're willing to fight the whole 60 minutes.
Game's 20. The Dolphins are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. Corners are backing off here. This will be the final snap.
Blue 10. Blue 10.
First down and 10. Scans the field. But it's incomplete. Well, Phil, I enjoyed watching the game with you, and how about a final thought about that victory?
Well, you know, Jim, I wish I could say the same, that I enjoyed spending these last 3 hours with you, but that's just not the case. But, no, just kidding, of course. Nice win. They got to feel good about what they've done and celebrate a little tonight.
I think I'll see you next week, maybe. For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim